Daily Horoscope Analysis for Virgo. April 26, 2025. Welcome to your detailed astrological forecast, dear Virgo. Today presents a fascinating cosmic landscape that particularly influences your methodical and analytical nature. As the stars align on April 26, 2025, you'll find yourself at an important junction of practical opportunity and emotional insight. The celestial backdrop for today features the Sun firmly positioned in Taurus, creating a harmonious trine with your Earth sign energy. This provides a foundation of stability and practicality that resonates deeply with your natural tendencies. Meanwhile, Mercury, your ruling planet, has recently entered Gemini, activating your 10th house of career and public image. This planetary position significantly sharpens your communication skills and brings potential recognition in professional settings. Venus, positioned in Gemini, casts its influence over your professional relationships, possibly bringing favorable connections with authority figures or mentors who appreciate your attention to detail and methodical approach. This is not merely coincidental. The universe is orchestrating opportunities for your talents to be recognized. What makes today particularly noteworthy is the Moon's position in Scorpio, forming an opposition to your sign. This creates an emotional intensity that might feel somewhat foreign to your typically reserved nature. You may find yourself experiencing deeper feelings about relationships and personal values than usual. This lunar energy invites you to balance your practical approach with emotional awareness, a powerful combination when harnessed effectively. In your career sphere, today marks a potential turning point. Projects that have been developing in the background may suddenly move forward, particularly those requiring analytical precision or troubleshooting. Your colleagues are likely to turn to you for solutions, recognizing your ability to see details others miss. If you've been considering presenting a new idea or requesting additional responsibilities, the celestial energies support these initiatives today. Financially, Mars in Cáncer activates your 11th house of networks and future goals, suggesting that collaborative ventures hold particular promise. Your financial intuition is heightened, making this an excellent day for reviewing investments or making adjustments to your budget. However, avoid impulse purchases that promise emotional comfort. The Scorpio moon might tempt you toward retail therapy that doesn't align with your typically prudent financial approach. Regarding relationships, Jupiter in Gemini expands the possibilities in your social and professional networks. If you're single, a professional connection could develop romantic undertones, though you'll likely approach this with your characteristic caution. For Virgos in committed relationships, today brings opportunities for meaningful conversations about shared goals and aspirations. Your partner may reveal ambitions that surprise you, opening new avenues for mutual support. Health-wise, the Taurus sun reminds you to maintain physical routines that ground you. Your nervous system may be more sensitive today due to the Scorpio moon's intensity, so practices that calm your mind, meditation, gentle yoga, or simply organizing your space will be particularly beneficial. Pay attention to digestive health, as the moon's position can heighten sensitivity in this area for Virgos. The most significant challenge today comes from Neptune in Aries squaring your natal Virgo placements. This aspect can create moments of uncertainty or confusion, particularly regarding personal boundaries or work responsibilities. You might find yourself questioning whether you have all the information needed to make important decisions. When this happens, remember that it's acceptable to pause and request clarification. Your precision is an asset, not a liability. Uranus in Taurus continues its long-term journey through your 9th house of higher learning and expansion. Today, this energy might manifest as sudden insights or unexpected opportunities for education or travel. An invitation to share your expertise more broadly might arrive, perhaps through teaching, writing, or speaking engagements. Though these opportunities may appear suddenly, they're actually the culmination of your consistent dedication to mastery. Perhaps the most transformative aspect today is Pluto's position at the final degrees of Aquarius, influencing your sixth house of daily work and health routines. This suggests profound realizations about how your day-to-day habits either support or undermine your larger life purpose. You may recognize patterns that need to be released, particularly tendencies toward excessive self-criticism or perfectionism that no longer serve your growth. As Saturn continues its journey through Pisces in your seventh house of partnerships, you're learning important lessons about boundaries and responsibilities in close relationships. Today might bring situations that test these boundaries, particularly with the emotional intensity of the Scorpio moon. Trust your discernment while remaining open to emotional vulnerability, a delicate balance that you're increasingly mastering. The North Node in Aries points to your evolutionary path through the eighth house of shared resources and transformation. Today's energies support taking calculated risks that involve trusting others and allowing yourself to be supported. This might feel uncomfortable for your self-sufficient nature, but represents important growth. As the day progresses into evening, the moon's aspect with Jupiter creates an expansive, optimistic mood. Social gatherings, or even virtual connections, prove more rewarding than you might initially expect. Your natural warmth, often hidden beneath your analytical exterior, shines through, drawing others to your authentic presence. For creative Virgos, today's Mercury-Venus conjunction in Gemini sparks brilliant ideas, particularly in writing, teaching, or communication projects. Your ability to express complex concepts with clarity reaches new heights. Consider documenting insights that arrive, as they contain seeds for future development. As you close this day, take a moment to acknowledge your growth journey. The stars suggest that your path of balancing analytical brilliance with emotional intelligence is unfolding exactly as it should. Remember that your meticulous attention to improvement is a gift when tempered with self-compassion. Your affirmation for today: I honor both my analytical mind and my emotional wisdom, trusting that together they guide me toward my highest purpose. May the stars illuminate your path, dear Virgo, as you navigate this day with your characteristic grace and precision. For Virgo, on April 26, 2025, the planetary positions create a particularly nuanced energetic framework. The Sun sits firmly at 6 degrees Taurus, activating your ninth house of higher learning and exploration. This Earth trine to your natal Sun position provides a steady foundation for intellectual pursuits and spiritual quests that have practical applications. You'll feel a natural confidence when expressing your philosophical viewpoints today. Mercury, your ruling planet, positions itself at approximately 28 degrees Taurus, also in your ninth house. This placement deepens your normally quick analytical processes, giving your thoughts more substance and staying power. You'll find yourself speaking with greater conviction today, especially regarding matters of personal belief or educational pursuits. Your communication style becomes more measured, but ultimately more persuasive. Venus glows at 15 degrees Taurus, creating a beautiful harmonious aspect to your Virgo energy. This brings a double blessing to your material world and relationships. There's a sensuality and appreciation for beauty today that even your practical nature can't ignore. Financial opportunities may present themselves, particularly those requiring patient cultivation. Mars charges through 10 degrees Cáncer, creating a challenging square aspect to your Virgo energy. This placement activates your 11th house of social connections and future aspirations. You might feel emotional tension between your personal goals and group dynamics. Channel this energy constructively by asserting yourself in community projects that benefit from your meticulous attention to detail. Jupiter, the great benefic, sits at 8 degrees Gemini in your 10th house of career and public reputation. This creates a favorable sextile to your Virgo energy, opening doors to professional advancement through intellectual contributions and communication skills. Opportunity knocks when you share your ideas publicly today. Saturn continues its transit through Pisces at 12 degrees, directly opposing your Virgo Sun position from your 7th house of partnerships. This creates a tension between your need for precision and the more fluid, boundary-dissolving energy of Pisces. Relationships require clear agreements today, particularly around shared responsibilities. The lesson here involves balancing pragmatism with compassion. Uranus at 3 degrees Gemini forms a supportive sextile from your career sector, bringing unexpected developments in your professional life. A sudden insight or innovative approach could distinguish you from colleagues. Stay open to technological solutions and unconventional methods that align with your efficient nature. Neptune drifts at 7 degrees Aries, squaring your Virgo energy from your 8th house of shared resources and transformation. This challenging aspect creates potential confusion around financial entanglements or intimate relationships. Your normally clear discrimination may be clouded today, particularly regarding where your resources end and others begin. Double-check financial transactions and be mindful of emotional boundaries. Pluto, powerfully positioned at 2 degrees Aquarius in your 6th house of daily work and health, forms a favorable trine to your Virgo placements. This supports deep transformation of your daily routines and service-oriented activities. You have access to profound insights about efficiency systems and holistic health approaches today. Small changes implemented now can have far-reaching effects. The moon transits through 17 degrees Libra in your 2nd house of personal resources and values, forming a quincunx aspect to your Virgo energy. This creates a subtle adjustment between your analytical approach and your emotional needs around security and self-worth. Finding balance requires acknowledging both the practical and aesthetic dimensions of your material world. Chiron, the wounded healer, sits at 24 degrees Aries in your 8th house, squaring your Virgo position. This aspect highlights sensitive areas around vulnerability and trust. Old wounds related to control issues may surface, particularly in situations where you must rely on others. The healing opportunity lies in recognizing that perfection isn't a prerequisite for worthiness. The North Node at 5 degrees Pisces opposes your Virgo energy, pointing toward your evolutionary growth edge. The cosmos is nudging you to balance your detail-oriented approach with greater compassion and spiritual connection. Success today comes from integrating practical analysis with intuitive wisdom. The part of fortune calculates to approximately 23 degrees Scorpio in your 3rd house of communication and learning, suggesting that your greatest fortune today comes through deep, transformative conversations and intellectual pursuits that aren't afraid to explore taboo subjects. Your analytical mind can penetrate mysteries that others avoid. Ceres, the nurturing asteroid, positions itself at 18 degrees Leo in your 12th house of the unconscious, forming a quincunx to your Virgo energy. This asks you to adjust your nurturing approach, particularly in how you care for yourself behind the scenes. Creative self-expression may prove healing for any subconscious anxieties. The most significant planetary aspect formation affecting you today is a grand trine in Earth signs between the Sun in Taurus, Pluto in Capricorn, and your natal Virgo energy. This powerful configuration supports material manifestation and practical achievements, particularly those requiring systematic transformation and patient building. Your natural methodical approach is cosmically supported by forces of stability and depth. The asteroid Pallas, Athena, at 9 degrees Virgo conjoins your sun sign, amplifying your strategic thinking and pattern recognition abilities. Creative problem-solving comes naturally today, especially when applied to health matters or service-oriented projects. Your wisdom shines through in practical applications that improve efficiency. On April 26, 2025, Virgo, you're experiencing a notable shift in your communication landscape as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with Saturn in your partnership sector. This alignment creates a foundation for structured, meaningful conversations, particularly with close collaborators and significant others. Your words carry extra weight today, allowing you to express complex ideas with remarkable clarity and precision. The analytical quality of your mind is heightened, making this an excellent day for detailed presentations, important negotiations, or discussions requiring careful attention to nuance. There's a natural flow between your thoughts and your ability to articulate them, removing the hesitation that occasionally holds you back. With the moon in Sagittarius influencing your domestic sphere, you might find yourself more emotionally expressive at home than usual, perhaps sharing insights or feelings you typically keep private. This unexpected openness creates opportunities for deeper family connections. Venus in Gemini is activating your professional sector, giving your communication a charming, persuasive quality in workplace settings. People in positions of authority are more receptive to your ideas today, so don't hesitate to speak up during meetings or share innovative solutions. There's a special resonance between your practical thinking and your ability to communicate visually or through technological means. Consider incorporating visual aids or digital tools into important communications today. One caution: Mars in Pisces is creating some tension in your relationship zone, potentially leading to misinterpretations if you're too blunt or direct. Balance your natural precision with compassion when delivering critical feedback. Your mental acuity is particularly sharp from mid-afternoon onward, making this an ideal time for writing projects, important correspondence, or detailed analysis requiring clear expression. The evening brings a subtle shift as the moon forms aspects with Neptune, softening your communication style and adding a layer of intuition to your typically fact-based approach. This blend of analytical thinking and intuitive understanding allows you to connect with others on multiple levels. For optimal communication today, embrace technology that streamlines your workflow, but be willing to adapt your methods if technical disruptions occur. Your capacity to explain complex concepts in accessible terms is your superpower today. Use this gift to bridge understanding where others see only confusion. This alignment of planetary energies supports documentation, record keeping, and creating systems that will serve your communication needs well into the future. April 26, 2025 brings a powerful financial alignment for Virgo as Mercury forms a favorable aspect with Jupiter, opening channels for monetary growth and expansion. This creates an excellent day for financial planning, budget reviews, and identifying new income streams. Your analytical abilities are heightened today, making it an optimal time to examine investments or update financial strategies that have been on your mind. The Sun in Taurus brings stability to money matters, encouraging practical approaches to management that resonate perfectly with your pragmatic nature. This earthy energy creates a solid foundation for any financial decisions made today, with investments in tangible assets or practical ventures particularly favored. Venus forms a harmonious angle with Saturn, suggesting that disciplined financial approaches will yield significant long-term benefits. This is an excellent day for setting up savings plans, retirement accounts, or establishing financial structures that provide security. The energy supports making careful, calculated financial moves rather than impulsive purchases. If you work in healthcare, nutrition, analysis, or service industries, unexpected opportunities to increase income through showcasing specialized skills may emerge today. A detail that others miss could become your financial advantage. The quarter moon phase suggests that financial projects initiated about a week ago are now reaching a critical decision point. It's time to evaluate progress objectively and make necessary adjustments to improve outcomes. Communication about money matters flows smoothly today, making it an ideal time to negotiate raises, discuss contracts, or present financial proposals. Your ability to articulate value and demonstrate efficiency will be particularly persuasive to decision makers. A surprising connection between Mars and Uranus suggests an unexpected opportunity may arise through technology or innovation. Being open to new financial platforms, digital currencies, or technological solutions could lead to profitable ventures that align with your detail-oriented approach. If you've been considering a side hustle or additional income stream, the day's energy supports activities that leverage your organizational skills, attention to detail, or analytical capabilities. Virtual assistants, data analysis, editing, or health-related services align particularly well with today's astrological influences. Exercise caution regarding financial schemes that seem too good to be true, as a minor challenging aspect with Neptune suggests potential for deception. Trust your natural skepticism and do thorough research before committing resources to any venture that promises extraordinary returns. For employed Virgos, today might reveal opportunities for advancement or additional responsibilities that could lead to financial gains. Your meticulousness and reliability are likely to be noticed and valued by superiors looking for problem solvers. Those involved in financial analysis, accounting, or budgeting will find their mental acuity particularly sharp today, allowing for insights that might normally be overlooked. This clarity helps you identify inefficiencies or untapped potential in financial systems. Jupiter's position in relation to your financial sector suggests unexpected support from authority figures or mentors. Someone who recognizes your talents may provide an introduction or recommendation that leads to financial growth through new professional connections. Partnerships formed today, especially those with a financial component, benefit from clear communication and detailed agreements. Your natural tendency toward thoroughness serves you well in establishing mutually beneficial arrangements that stand the test of time. Family finances may also come into focus, with opportunities to streamline household budgets or identify shared investments that benefit the collective good. Your organized approach to managing resources makes you the perfect person to lead these discussions. For entrepreneurial Virgos, today's energy supports refining business models, optimizing operational processes, or identifying inefficiencies that, when corrected, could improve profitability. Small adjustments in systems could yield significant financial returns. Mercury's special aspect with Pluto enhances your investigative abilities, making this an excellent day for financial research, uncovering tax deductions, or identifying overlooked refunds or reimbursements you're entitled to. Don't hesitate to dig deep into financial documents. The position of Venus suggests that networking, particularly in professional settings, could yield financial dividends today. Share your expertise in group settings, as someone influential may recognize the value you bring and create an opportunity for compensation or collaboration. Digital content creation shows financial potential, especially content that demonstrates your analytical expertise or problem-solving capabilities. Consider how instructional content, tutorials, or educational materials might generate passive income streams that leverage your knowledge. Investment opportunities related to health, wellness, or sustainable living practices align well with both planetary positions and your natural Virgo inclinations. Research in these sectors might reveal growth potential that satisfies both your financial goals and personal values. Service-based side hustles receive favorable aspects today, particularly those that involve improving, repairing, or optimizing systems for others. Your reputation for thoroughness and reliability creates premium value in the marketplace for these specialized skills. Mars' position suggests that assertiveness in financial negotiations will serve you well today. While not naturally comfortable with self-promotion, the planetary alignment supports confidently articulating your value when discussing compensation or contracts. Don't undervalue your contributions. Financial documents deserve special attention today, as your enhanced analytical capabilities may spot errors or opportunities others have missed. Reviewing insurance policies, investment statements, or subscription services could reveal immediate savings opportunities that improve your bottom line. Collaborative financial ventures receive favorable aspects, particularly those that allow you to contribute your analytical strengths while partners bring complementary skills. The sum becomes greater than its parts under today's planetary influences, creating mutual financial benefit. For Virgos with investment portfolios, today's energy supports detailed review and rebalancing rather than dramatic changes. Small, strategic adjustments aligned with long-term goals will serve you better than reactive decisions based on temporary market conditions. The day's overall financial signature combines methodical analysis with surprising insights, creating opportunities to strengthen your financial foundation through attention to details that others overlook. Your natural persistence, combined with today's supportive planetary alignment, positions you to make meaningful financial progress that will continue to yield benefits well beyond this single day. April 26th brings a remarkable alignment of energies for Virgo, creating pockets of good fortune that deserve your attention. With the sun firmly positioned in Taurus in your ninth house of expansion, wisdom comes to you from unexpected sources today. This isn't just about abstract knowledge, it's practical wisdom you can immediately apply. The ninth house illumination opens fortunate pathways in higher education, publishing opportunities, and spiritual growth. If you've been considering applying for an advanced degree or certification program, today's energy strongly supports those initiatives. The universe is particularly receptive to Virgos expanding their intellectual horizons now. Meanwhile, Mercury, your planetary ruler, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter, activating your sector of resources and self-worth. This creates an especially fortunate vibration around financial decisions and investments made today. Your analytical abilities are heightened, allowing you to see value where others miss it. Pay particular attention to opportunities involving communication technology, writing, or data analysis. These areas glow with potential for you. Venus in your 10th house of career brings another layer of good fortune, especially regarding professional relationships. Authority figures and mentors are unusually receptive to your ideas today. If you've been waiting for the right moment to pitch a project or request additional responsibilities, this planetary position creates a golden window. The practical Earth energy dominating the day resonates perfectly with your natural Virgo capabilities for discernment and precision. Health matters also receive beneficial aspects today, with the moon in your 6th house creating an energetic flow that supports wellness routines and healing modalities. Any new health practice or regimen started today has particularly strong staying power. The habits you establish now can create long-lasting positive effects. Perhaps most significant is the Neptune North Node connection affecting your partnership sector, opening intuitive channels with close collaborators. Pay attention to sudden insights about joint ventures or collaborative projects. There's something profoundly fortunate about the allies available to you now. Your natural Virgo gifts for improvement and refinement find perfect expression today in group settings. The detailed work you're known for becomes not just appreciated, but celebrated. The day's most fortunate hours occur between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m., when the moon forms a perfect sextile to your ruling planet Mercury, enhancing your already considerable mental acuity and bringing opportunities that require quick, precise decisions. Trust your instincts during this window. Your analytical mind is operating at peak performance. For maximum benefit, focus your energy on practical matters requiring detailed attention, organizational systems that need refinement, and service-oriented projects where your natural talents shine brightest. Today reminds you that fortune favors the prepared mind, and no sign is better prepared than Virgo. As April 26th unfolds, Virgo, your social landscape reveals fascinating opportunities through a complex celestial arrangement. With the sun firmly positioned in Taurus activating your 9th house of expansion and higher learning, you're naturally drawn towards social connections that stimulate your intellect and broaden your horizons. This isn't just about casual conversation. You're seeking meaningful exchanges that challenge your perspective. Mercury, your ruling planet, creates a compelling trine with Pluto today, deepening your social intuition. You'll notice yourself picking up on subtle undercurrents in group settings, reading between the lines of what people say versus what they truly mean. This heightened perception allows you to navigate social waters with remarkable precision, knowing exactly when to speak up and when to observe. Venus in Gemini illuminating your 10th house forms a significant square with Neptune in Pisces. This aspect creates an interesting dynamic where professional connections and personal friendships might temporarily blur boundaries. You may find yourself connecting with colleagues on a more personal level or bringing friends into professional projects. While this cross-pollination can be fruitful, maintain clear expectations to avoid confusion later. The moon in Capricorn for most of the day grounds your emotional responses in social situations. You're less likely to be swayed by fleeting emotions and more inclined to build connections based on shared values and practical goals. This earthy moon resonates beautifully with your Virgo sensibilities, helping you establish social connections that have genuine substance and longevity. Mars in Aquarius activates your 6th house of daily routines and service, suggesting that collaborative projects and team efforts become important social vehicles today. You may find yourself forming bonds through shared work or community service rather than purely recreational activities. These connections have special staying power as they're built on a foundation of mutual effort and shared purpose. Jupiter in Gemini makes a harmonious sextile to the North Node, opening doors to social connections that genuinely support your long-term growth. Pay special attention to people who enter your life today, particularly those who challenge your thinking or expose you to new cultural perspectives. These individuals aren't random encounters, but potentially significant guides on your path. Saturn in Pisces continues its transit through your 7th house of partnerships, bringing a dose of reality to one-on-one relationships. Today may highlight the importance of clear communication and defined boundaries in close friendships. You might need to have a difficult but necessary conversation with someone whose expectations differ from yours. Though challenging in the moment, this clarity ultimately strengthens the foundation of your most important relationships. Uranus in Taurus forms a supportive aspect to your sun sign, encouraging you to break free from restrictive social patterns. Perhaps you've been limiting yourself to certain social circles out of habit rather than genuine preference. Today brings opportunities to connect with people outside your usual sphere, individuals whose different perspectives might prove surprisingly compatible with your own values. The asteroid Chiron in Aries activates themes of healing through community. Group settings provide unexpected opportunities to address old wounds related to belonging and acceptance. By showing up authentically in social spaces today, you create openings for genuine connection that transcend superficial interactions. Neptune's influence brings a touch of idealism to your social connections today. While your pragmatic Virgo nature typically keeps your feet firmly on the ground, allow yourself to see the higher potential in your friendships and community ties. Visualizing what these relationships could become helps manifest their best expression. Pluto's slow transformation of your 5th house of creativity and self-expression continues to influence how you present yourself socially. Today, you might feel more comfortable revealing aspects of yourself previously kept private. This vulnerability, though initially uncomfortable for reserved Virgo, creates space for more authentic connections. The part of fortune aligns with your 11th house of friendships and aspirations today, suggesting that your social network directly contributes to your sense of purpose and fulfillment. The connections you nurture now have ripple effects beyond immediate social satisfaction. They become conduits for opportunity and growth. Pay attention to social invitations that arise spontaneously rather than pre-planned events. The day's most meaningful connections might emerge from unstructured gatherings or chance encounters. Your natural Virgo tendency toward careful planning should be temporarily relaxed to allow space for serendipity. Digital connections carry special significance today. A message, comment, or online interaction could rekindle an important friendship that had faded due to distance or circumstance. Don't dismiss virtual connections as less meaningful than in-person ones. Today, they serve as important bridges to relationships that matter. By evening, the moon shifts into Aquarius, bringing a more experimental energy to social interactions. This lunar transition encourages group activities that break from convention, perhaps a gathering with an unusual theme or purpose. Your analytical